Good morning, y'all. Were you born between 1965 and 1980? You're a Gen Xer. I'm one of those too. Here's 11 things that most of us Gen Xers are struggling with. 1. Trying to raise our kids in a digital age. People older than us are saying, don't let your kids be on the computer or the cell phone, that just makes them lazy. But then there's us Gen Xers. We want to give our kids a chance to learn this technology and use it. And, we also want to protect them as well. So we're struggling with that. 22% of us Gen Xers who have kids, we don't really regulate their usage of the digital world. But though the generation that came after us, the millennials, only 8% are not regulating that. What do you do if you have kids? What are you doing with that? Let me know in the comments. 2, we're also caring for our aging parents. 54% of people in their 40s, we're caring for our parents who are 65 and older. We're also trying to do this while raising a child or helping an adult child. And all of that's going to be costly if insurance doesn't kick in to help us. 3, uncertain retirement. Let's face it, the really good chances of us getting Social Security, getting slim to none every doggone day. And we just can't rely on pensions the way the generations before us did. So if you're wondering and worrying about your retirement, you're not alone as a Gen Xer. And then 4, feeling invisible at work, ageism. A lot of employers, they want to hire somebody young because the young people, they're up to date on the technology, the AI, etc. But we do have our experience as far as on-the-job experience, our education that we can rely on. But a lot of employers are opting for those young people with the technology experience, which we can gain, we can learn it. But let's face it, a younger person, their salary is usually smaller than us in Gen X as well. 5, a lot of us are divorcing more often and later in life. That's something that a lot of people didn't expect. And a lot of that is, divorce has become more and more acceptable in society. Years ago, especially women, we were told to just tough it out, stay there for the kids, stay there for the family. Yeah, we don't do that anymore. We divorce. 6, burnout. Jobs, family, financial pressures, it's just getting to be too much. The Gen Xers, we're known as the self-reliant and, low maintenance generation. Remember being a latchkey kid? You came home from school and there was nobody at home, no parent at home, and you had to fend for yourself. I remember having to wear the key to the house. It was on a little string around my neck all day. And that's how I was able to get back in the house because neither parent was at home. Had to make my own little dinner or whatever. And then as I got older, had a younger brother. Had to take care of him too. Make sure he was fed when he got home from school. Now, as we're adults, any kind of struggles we may have, they go unnoticed. Remember, we're self-reliant and low maintenance. We can take care of ourselves. BS, we need some help too sometimes. Anybody does, of any age, any generation. Unexpected health issues. That's number 7. Yes, you have high blood pressure, diabetes, but there's also, chronic fatigue, weight gain, sleepless nights. Right now, it's a little after 1 a.m. and I'm up doing this video. And that's why I started doing these videos, is I couldn't sleep. So I'm not the only Gen Xer, I guess, that's struggling with sleepless nights. Let me know if you're struggling with them as well. 8, struggling to adapt to changing societal norms. Family roles are changing. We're pulled in multiple directions. And I don't know about you. And this is not making a judgment on anything, but I do a lot of surveys because I'm bored. And when they ask you about your gender, it used to be you're male or female. Now it's male, female, transgender woman, transgender man, prefer not to say, gender fluid. Can we just go back to male and female? And again, I'm not judging anybody. If you're in any of those categories, I don't care. it's just holy crow. I never thought growing up there would ever be any other choices besides male and female when you're filling out any kind of surveys or anything that requires you to put down what gender you are. Sometimes the choices are mind-boggling. Oh, and you have non-binary. I'm like, again, can we just go back to male and female? That's just me personally. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And then we have 9. Constantly evolving tech. Every day you look at something, AI is doing this now, or it's going to be doing this in the future, and we've got to keep up. And not just at work, but personally as well. But we are capable of doing that, and we are doing it. It's just, don't you get tired of always having to evolve with the tech? Can we just slow down a little bit on some things in life? 10, trouble rebuilding relationships. People are moving, there's career changes. So that's a big reason, just my opinion, social media has just taken off. That's a way that we are supposedly, and I'm going to put this in air quotes, staying in touch with each other. But tell me, how many times have you gone out and about and all you see are people looking at their phone? They're not really talking with each other. They're looking at their phones. So social media, is it really social? Let me know in the comments what you think. And then the big one, at least in my opinion, dealing with unexpected housing stress. You know, it's so hard for us out here to either upgrade or downsize our home. And when we do try to get a new home, we're usually opting for a multi-generational home because, again, we're taking care of not only our family, but more than likely aging parents as well. And housing costs are crazy. Don't even think about rent. I mean, some of the rent prices are higher than what you would pay on a mortgage. It's crazy. So I'm going to leave the link to the article that I found on these 11 things. Let me know in the comments if you're Gen Xer and if you're experiencing any of these struggles. Something a little different today, everybody. Thanks again for your support. Please go over to my YouTube channel, Buffy's Flavorful Journey. Watch some videos and help me pick up my watch time there as well. And if any of you are out there and you have a side hustle, let us know in the comments. It help everybody out. We all need a side hustle, in my opinion. Well, with that, I'll again tell you thanks and have a great day.